start revision module 1. We have many objectives today. Of course, because it's revision, we will revise what we have taken in the module 1. In module 1, we have taken present perfect simple, present progressive, present simple, past simple, and the past habits or routine by using use the to, and direct and indirect question. Revise some confused word if we have also the time. Let's start with making a quick revision for present simple. A present simple is used for present simple for what? Permanent situation. Okay, for a long time. Like when I say she lives in China, or Mrs. Emma lives in China. In repeated action, repeated habitual action, something routine, daily routine. Like when I say the park often holds festival. Or in the general truth, when I talk about fact or general truth, like when I say the moon goes round the earth. Here, look to the verb I'm going or I used in it. Present simple. You know present simple? The first form may be with s if it's singular, the subject, or without s if it's plural. The other kinds, present progressive. When I say present progressive, I'm talking about now, action happening now, at this time, at this moment. We are waiting to go down, okay, the colored river. Another action or uses temporary situation. Like when I say this week, just this week, we are holding Indian week, okay? For example, future arrangement sometimes. We use the present progressive also for future arrangement. When I say some friends of ours are visiting us next week, okay? I'm going to talk here about the future, yeah? But I'm using a present progressive because it's something arranged. So this is in general present progressive. Consists of what? Are, or is, or am as a helping verb, and the main verb with ing and something happening now, okay? Now, let's go to discuss time expressions, usually with present simple. I'm talking about something happen usually, okay? So like what? The words or the keywords. Always, often, usually. At the weekend, in the spring, once, every week, and so on. What about the present progressive? Now, at this time, at the present, today, these days, this week, this year, and so on, or tomorrow, or tonight, if I talk about future arrangement. Don't forget, we have stative verbs. What did we say about them? Some English verb, which we call stative verb or non-continuous, okay, aren't used in the progressive tense. We can't add for it the ing, the progressive, whether in present continuous or future continuous. Like, which verbs? See, hear, smell, taste, believe, want, need, like, dislike. This is what we call it, stative verb, doesn't take ing. Also, in this unit or in this module, we talk about grammar, another grammar past. Something happened and finished in the past, in a specific time. Past simple, like what we say here. For example, they associated. Verb in the past. If I want to make it negative, did not. If I want to make it a question, by using did, okay, as a helping verb. Or of course, was and were in the past. Another grammar in this unit, we talk about direct and indirect. Do you remember direct and indirect object? What did we say about direct? Usually indicates, refers to things, okay? Things. Book, chair, school, things. We must put 2 or 4 at the end of the question. For example, if we have it, like we say, who did Adam send an email to? Who did Mark buy a watch for? Can you notice here to and for at the end of the question? Indirect object, okay, usually refers to the person who we do the action to or for. This is indirect object, person, okay? Something else we have discussed it in this unit. We talk about it, question word. Remember question word? We use what? Who, which, that. Who for people, whether subject or object. Which for people or things, and here for things, which for things, what for things but unlimited. Okay? Yes, let's look now. People, usually I use who. Who is your best friend? Who are you going to talk to? What for things, like we say, what did you buy? What happened? What's your brother like? And so on. So this in general, what did we discuss? Also, we discussed how to change the question from direct to indirect question, or we call it hidden question because it's a question inside the another. This is the direct one. How many eggs do we need for the cake? How many eggs do we need for the cake? This is direct. Usually I use before it expression like what? Do you know? Can you tell me? Okay, words like that. And then you use the WH. What's the WH here? How many? Okay, so how many eggs? What happened here? In this case, the question will be a sentence. You change the question into a sentence. How? Do we need do in the question in the sentence? So I omit it, delay it, or omit it. We need. Nothing happened to the verb for the cake because it's a question mark. So when you add these words before it, the indirect word like do you know, do you remember, we change the question as, or we try to make it as a sentence. Okay, let's look to what happened to do. We omit it and the verb the same. What about number 2? How much did that jacket cost? You have did here. Can you tell me? So what? How much? Okay, that jacket cost. Yes, I omit did and I put the verb in the past here. But as you know, cost, it doesn't change. What about where is the bus stop? Where is the bus stop? This is the question, the direct question. WH, helping verb is and the subject. Now, if I say, do you know what happened? Where is the bus stop become what the bus stop is as a sentence. The bus, the subject, and then the verb, the bus stop. Okay? Where the bus stop is as a sentence, subject, verb, and the question mark, and so on. Okay? Also, we have, can you tell me why Sally is crying? Okay, look, is Sally in the question, in the indirect one, change as a sentence, Sally is crying. Okay? Also, we discussed many vocabulary, the British and the American vocabularies and so on. Here is a kind of a verb, and this verb these verbs take a special preposition. Okay, maybe from, with, to. So let's look to the verb takes from. Usually I say what? Escape, escape from, recover from, suffer from, or with. Verbs like what? Agree with, argue with. Verb to, belong to, listen to, refer to, and another verbs. Okay? Now, let's look to the meaning. If you know the answer, or if you try to know the answer, this is as a revision or a quick revision to our unit. Start. This one talks about word, vocabulary. Okay? Number one, we brought a clown to, what's the reason? Entertain, encourage, educate or influence the children, but none of them laughed at his tricks. So which one? We bring him why? To entertain, to make fun, but no one laughed. Layla has custom, tradition or habit of eating when she gets nervous. What do you think? Okay, habit. Habit, because Layla, just Layla, I'm talking about a person, not custom. Custom, when I talk about group, society, community, okay? And this holiday will give Tom to get some rest, the what? The chance or the opportunity to get some rest. This is an international firm. And most of our clients are international, so foreigners, not from here, okay, from another country. The location of their house is not it's far from public transport, and there are no shops nearby, so it's not convenient. It's not convenient. Go down 5th Street and take the second turning on your right direction. 7, the reason our team is so successful is because the members what? Cooperate with each other, help each other. Some people associate money, what did we take or study now about the verb associate? What's the suitable preposition? With happiness. These books belong also. What do we say about belong? Take what? To. Yes, to Monica. 10. He is willing to work very hard. Why? What is the reason? To his goals. What do you think? To achieve his goals. Okay? Now, let's take some revision on the grammar. Okay? So look to the grammar. Try to remember the things that we revised. We have revised it now. Start with number 1. Could you tell me to your office? So is this direct or indirect? A question. Of course, indirect. Could you tell me? So because it's indirect, what will happen? How I can get, or when do you get, or C or D. What did we say? Usually the second question becomes as a sentence. So which one? Of course. Okay, you should change it, of course, okay? Yes, where? Yes, how I can get, okay? The order usually subject, verb, okay? Number 2, to the gym 3 times a week. And I also like playing football on Thursday. Yes? Okay, use, okay, very good, to the, gym 3 times. Yes, number 3, can you tell me how much? How much what? This is also, what did we say about indirect? You paid. So C, Tony, number 4, me with my homework tonight. What do you think? Is helping, because tonight is a now, present progressive. Muhammad, that having kids is a great responsibility. What can I use here? Okay, I can use here believes. Yeah, I can here use believes. Why? Do you remember stative verb? Okay, stative verb, yes. 6, our neighbors, an extension to their house. What? Are building, yes. Many parents are teachers. And when I was young, I'm talking about the past, usual habit in the past. So, used to take me with them. Okay? So, this is some examples of a grammar. Oh, you have more and more practice. You can go to it. Also in this unit, we studied take writing task, okay? One as an email and the other one as a paragraph, okay? And here we talk about or discussed learning English, okay? Or the importance of learning English, and we have written a paragraph about that, okay? About the importance of English, okay? And yes, so we have made a quick revision to grammar and the vocabulary. Of course, you should go to them and study them carefully. Okay, and the grammar reference, okay, of course. Thanks a lot. And today, inshallah, or tomorrow, bi'idhnillah, we are going to complete revision for module 2. Thanks a lot.